everybody. Welcome to Unraveled's podcast, the first one. We are so excited to be doing this. We have a really big vision for what is to come. We named the podcast Unbound, Unfiltered, and Unapologetic because it is something we pride ourselves on, being real and having a place where you guys can go and relate to situations that we face and just being expressive in the world that we're all human and shit happens. And so that's why we have created this podcast. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. So I'm Tessa, and I'm a mindset coach with Unraveled. And my passion, I guess the area that I love the most when teaching mindset is your self-image. I'm also a boudoir photographer, and so that really plays a big part in what I teach. And I love teaching women self-empowerment and confidence.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, and I'm Alex. I am the chief experience officer here in terms of our retreats and just the experience that you will have overall. And my passion is obviously in travel and seeing the world and bringing people to other cultures and other parts of the world to help them open up their minds and really enlighten themselves to experience, like I said, other places, to grow as a person and become so much more grateful and mindful about your life and your growth. So that's my passion. And coffee. I love coffee.
And you're so good. And you're so good at coffee. I've never had a cup of coffee like Alex has made me, ever.
Oh, love it.
Vanessa and I were on the phone the other day and we were talking about coffee, and she's like, you have to just come up here and go to Alex's so she can make you coffee. So I'm intrigued now, Alex.
Well, I roast my own coffee, right? I source the beans from different areas of the world, and they come and they're like these little green pea looking things. And then I have a coffee roaster and I roast them to the roast that I want. And it has like the right flavor and everything, depending on where it's from. And then I just put a little love in it. And
I was going to just say, like, she puts so much love in it because she loves coffee so damn much.
Ew.
And I remember the first time I had coffee with Alex. It was, gosh, I don't even know. Like, I've known Alex for a long time, photographing her family. So she invited me over for coffee one time. And I came over to her house and she's like, do you want coffee? And it was, I don't know, was it like mid-morning or afternoon? But I was like, sure. And she gives it to me. And I thought this woman gave me crack. I was like, seriously, while we were talking, I was like starting to like kind of shake. And I'm like,
sweat a little, armpits get a little wet.
I was sweating, but I was like, that shit tastes so good. Oh my God, it was amazing. And so I was explaining to Logan the other day, I'm like, she like roasts it, and then I don't know what kind of coffee thing she uses, but it's really loud and it tastes amazing. And then she uses like aerosol creamer.
So do you ground it yourself?
Yeah, I have an espresso machine too. I'm such a coffee snob, like probably the biggest one you'll ever meet in your life.
I love it.
Can you like ground some and send me some so I can taste some?
Yeah. Do you like light roast, dark roast, high caffeine, low caffeine? Like what
Dark
do you
and
like?
high caffeine, like all the crap.
Ooh.
Right here.
Can I tell you though, not many people know this. Here's the secret. The lighter the roast, the higher the caffeine content.
Okay, well then light and high caffeine.
I know, you wouldn't think so, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so knowledgeable.
Lighter the roast, the higher the caffeine content. Yeah.
When I stayed at your house for New Year's, I literally like was like a little kid, like waiting for like at the table
for your coffee in the morning. You're like, yes.
Every morning I like sat down and I was like,
jonesing. You're probably like, you left my house jonesing for a couple of days because you need the caffeine.
It was
So Logan, come up and I'll send you some, but come up and then I'll make it bougie style on my espresso machine. And
Yes, I'm gonna have to do that.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm Logan, which we probably all figured out by now. I am a coach here at Unraveled as well. Kind of like Vanessa, my most loving thing to coach on, I guess, or my biggest passion is self-image as well, specifically like developing self-love for yourself. I went through like a whole journey of where I was able to develop that. So my prime mission in life is to help others feel the way I feel now. And what else did you guys say?
We didn't really go too in depth on who we are and why we're here, but we will definitely get
So we can start. I think we kind of like talked about what our mission is for Unraveled. I guess the next thing we can just pop questions off to each other. But okay, so Vanessa, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So I see myself traveling the world with 2 at least amazing women and teaching what we've learned. Like you said, Logan, getting to this place has been such a journey, and having the ability to give that gift to other people is so beautiful, and it's God-given. And I just I can't wait to share it with other women, other people all across the world, and teach what we've learned. That's where I see myself in 5 years.
I love that. Alex?
Oh, same. No, I'm kidding.
Stare like, oh.
Hold
Hold on, I have to say, Alex has been single momming it. Her husband has been away for work for
like a month,
almost a month. And she has like 2 days left.
Yes, 2 more sleeps
left. So that blank stare you just got is being single momming it to two little adorable little toddlers, but they're a lot of work.
2 years old today and 4.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying to all you single moms out there, kudos to you. I don't know how.
Yes.
Like, swear, I just love them so much, and they suck the life out of you. Like from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you are like theirs. So good for you guys. I'm so grateful for my husband. He's amazing. And he's such a good partner, and him being gone has made me like appreciate him so much more. I already did before, like I'd never take him for granted, but holy hell, it's hard. It's hard work. So yeah, blank stare is like 30 days of mass chaos.
Like, what are you for supper tonight? Look. Like,
that's a whole issue. It's his birthday, so we're having pizza. But yeah, 5 years. I would love to tick 10 more countries off my list in 5 years. So that's 2 a year. And like ones that come to mind are like Philippines. I'd love to go to the Philippines. I've never been to Thailand. I've been to Bali, but not Thailand. And then I want to go to Belize. I want to do some more like Central America, Panama, and even some South America over at Peru. I really want to go to Machu Picchu. So if anyone has any tips on that, hit me up. So yeah, I would love to have. We are going to go there. Yes, we're going to do a retreat there. Yes, there's going to be a future retreat there. We need to go check it out first to make sure that we know where the best places are, and like so people get the most out of it and not just go and shooting from the hip to retreat. Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to tick 10 more countries off my list and bring kids with. So
that's so cool. I want to just tick one country off. I've only been in the United States, so.
Girl, you're going to Costa Rica in November. Check.
No. Speaking of that, I have got to get my passport.
Yeah.
Vanessa, tell her how fun that is.
I don't want to go there. That shit stressed me out so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I was supposed to take my kids to Costa Rica when Alex had me come there to take pictures for her travel agency. And yeah, long story short, I applied for it. I think it was 6-ish weeks beforehand, which I know procrastination at its best.
You never.
That's not me. No, I'm the worst. So I applied for them, or like, long story short,
I think it was 8 weeks. I think it was 8 weeks because I remember counting.
And I think there was something between 6 to 8 weeks that like something was wrong with one of them. I don't know. It's all blur. But anyways, so when we handed them in, it was like expedited. It was like 4 to 6 weeks. And then they let us know that it changed to 18 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we paid for expedited and everything. For a family of 6 people, it was like $1,200 or something like that. And so yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, you're never gonna get these in time on your trip. And I'm like, oh my God.
Manifest some shit.
My children's passports came 3 days into my trip.
So how'd you go if they didn't have one?
I had mine. My children did not go to Costa Rica.
Oh
yeah. Which honestly, like, I needed that trip more than anything, and I needed to experience it in full and find my soul and get some grounding in life. So it was like a blessing. The universe and God was speaking to me truly and like allowed me to have that time, and I'm so grateful for it. So that's why my kids get to come next time.
Yes. Good. Moral of the story, Logan, get your passport.
Yes, I'm gonna get it. Don't worry.
And any of our listeners who are coming to Costa Rica with us in November, get your freaking passports.
Yes, like now, yesterday.
Adding that to my to-do list right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to do it because too, I want to go to Greece this year, but me in 5 years, I feel like I want to do a lot more traveling. I'm starting a new journey in energy healing, so I hope to have like that up and being able to heal people energetically, which I think is going to be so cool. And then I want to have my dream home built. That is one of my big 5 year like goals, like where I want to see myself. And obviously Unraveled being sufficient and multi-million and beautiful, helping people all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Amazing. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, like, do you have a vision board for your house that you want?
No, but now that I was reading something this morning, in Happier Than God, and it was talking about to do a vision board. So I feel like we need a vision board party coming up or something.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I have a full-on vision board on my phone for the house that I want.
Is it like do you just add like pins to it, like Pinterest?
I have like, no, it's on my phone, but it's like, so I have to search for it. So I need something to like organize it, but it's like a black, I used to want a white shiplap house, but now it's like black with greenery and cognac like accents and like just like tons of live plants, which I have to, if I'm going to have tons of live plants, I literally have to hire someone just to come water my plants.
So because live back there, is that fake?
That's fake. I cannot keep any plant alive. Are you kidding?
It's okay.
I don't even find myself enough water during the day, let alone a freaking plant.
Yeah, mine are fake too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just don't have them.
You can tell it's fake.
I'm barely keeping my toddlers alive, let alone fucking plants.
See, same. My kids drink more water than I do. That's all that matters. My daughter yesterday told me we were eating dinner and I was drinking water or I drank water and I was saying how I don't drink enough water. And she goes, yeah, Mom, you gave up wine. Now it's time to give up bubbler and coffee. And I was like, you can't take everything I enjoy away from me.
Hey, you got me onto them, so thanks for that. They're so good. Bubbler sponsor us.
I know. Does it have caffeine in it?
Uh-huh.
Bubbler?
Yeah, just a little though. It's only like 60.
It's like natural B12 is the caffeine. So
Okay.
it's 1.2 mcg, whatever that means.
Micrograms. Yeah. So coffee's more than that.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I just thought of a question and I think it would be like really impactful for us to share. So Alex, you can go first on this one, but if you could like for people listening, so for everyone that's going to just hang out and subscribe to our podcast, what's one thing that you hope they gain throughout this journey of listening to our podcast?
Good question. I think the biggest thing is that you are okay. Like that you are doing just fine. Like I was just sitting here complaining about being a single mom for like, a month, and then there's women all over the place that do it full time. But like, just know that you are okay. You have an outlet. You are doing great where you are, and that there is a community of people here that are probably going through similar things. So use your resources and don't be afraid, and just know that you are great. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And I've said that to somebody recently when we were because she was like, she has mom guilt so bad. And I was like,
so real.
I want to normalize flaws. We like social media has created this platform of such a lie of, what true life is. And it's okay. It's a good escape, or, if you use it in a positive way. But truthfully, like, we have such a false perception of how we should be as mothers, partners, women, like just in general. And I think that our podcast can create such a safe space for everyone to know we are all beautifully flawed. And it's like how we embrace our flaws and like learn from, mistakes and flaws in our life. That's what life is about. Like there is no perfect cookie cutter person or family. And we all have trauma. We all have a past. We all have dysfunction in our life. And I think we just need to normalize that. Stop normalizing perfection, because that's not what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to embrace our flaws.
Yeah.
Unapologetically.
Literally, that's what I was going to say. Like, my wish for people listening to this podcast is in our name. Like, I want people to be the authentic, transparent, unapologetic. Why can't I not say that? Unapologetically themselves. And I think it's like Vanessa said, we live in a world where you have to act and meet social standards. And if I'm being honest, like, F those social standards, like be who you want to be who you are. And if it means you show up today and you're a freaking mess, and be the hot mess, beautiful mess, whatever you want to call it that you are today, get up and be your badass self tomorrow. Like, I think, I know that even as a coach, like, it's something I'm breaking, but I know it's not just me being a coach, but people feel this daily, that it is not acceptable to have a bad day. Like, it is not acceptable to be crying or feeling like shit one day, because we're just not supposed to feel that. Or if you do, then you're just awful. Like, you're awful. You're not successful. You're not worthy. Like, and I just
what do we do when we have bad days?
What?
I said, what do we do when we have bad days? We like apologize to each other all the time.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for doing this to you. No, cry. Let's take this moment. Let's learn from it.
Yeah. And I just
Sorry.
want, no, I like it's true. Like, I just want people to, like, if you take anything from us talking, is that even though like we're women who like are standing up for ourselves and our images and like coaches and stuff, but we're still human and we're still women, and you can relate to us because that's what we're going to do here. Now, I might cry on a whole episode. I don't know, but
Oh
I'm
shit.
sure we'll all cry.
All of us are going to.
But it's
We're gonna
going to
unpack all of our trauma, guys. All of our stuff.
This is gonna be like the biggest gossip podcast ever.
so come here for the tape.
Hear all the goss.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be so beautiful though. Yeah. Any final words before we end this first? Oh, I guess I should make an announcement. Podcasts are going to go out every Friday. So every Friday we'll have a new episode out. We're on Anchor and Spotify, and hopefully Apple approves us soon. So you guys can
And
follow
they're
us.
going to be unedited. You're going to
Yes.
get the completely raw version of us. So we talked about this in detail because I was like, oh my God, like we're not going to edit these. And we decided against it because like we said, life is flawed. We are all flawed, and we want you to see our most authentic versions of us. And that's with our flaws and our mistakes. And so sorry.
Don't be
Mom.
offended if you hear language.
Yeah,
we
I
all-
just saying, look, I love Jesus, I love God, but I also love the fuck word, okay? So,
Exactly. We didn't even get through one episode and Logan's already dropped it.
sorry, y'all.
I know.
I'll never forget growing up, like it was my mother's favorite word. Like she dropped it all the time. It's probably why I drop it all the time. And I remember being little and I was like, Mom, why do you always say that? And she was like, Logan, there's no better word to describe it instead of fuck. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. It does explain itself, you know? So sorry, don't listen to us around your kids because there's probably going to be more of that where it came from. But
Can we put an explicit language warning on our thing?
yeah,
We'll have to for sure.
because
But yeah, we're so excited to have you guys, and we hope that you love the content that we're going to post and talk about. And
we're also going to be on YouTube. So that kind of is something I just sprung on them this morning, but I think it would be really powerful for you guys to be able to see this and how it is and not just hear it. So I have no idea what our tag is going to be yet, but I will let you know as soon as I create it later. Yeah, but
So it's saying like wrapping everything up. Vanessa, I thought of you this morning because I have a little thing that shows me like what every day is, right? Like National Day. And today is National Tater Day. And it just
me,
because we went to a sushi restaurant and all Vanessa wanted to eat was the roasted potato.
yeah, we'll get more to the whole Vegas trip. She was
I
like,
feel attacked.
herself.
What's that?
I said she was like starving herself that trip.
I know. And then she's like, give me the fucking potatoes.
These bitches are over here eating these tiny pieces of like raw fish and stuff. And they're
Which
like,
were delicious.
oh my God, that's so good. And I kept putting it in my mouth because I'm like, at some point that's gonna click, right? Where it's like, yeah, this is good. Maybe I got the wrong bite. You know how you get the wrong bite of stuff
You
sometimes?
did. You always got
I
the
thought-
spicy one.
I just keep getting the wrong bite. No. So I was over there like mashing my potato. We got these little tiny potato balls, and I'm over there. Logan took a video of it because
Yeah, hopefully on YouTube I can splice it in right here so we can show people.
like smashing the potatoes, like just freaking praying to Jesus that they would see me doing that and ask for some butter and sour cream or something. 'Cause I was so over the sushi. Ugh.
Well, happy National Potato Day.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Vanessa.
probably why she ate 8 cheesecakes the next night. We'll get into all that in
I
the
would like to say that's a
episode.
lot. So true. I really did. Not all of us. Fight. But yes. So thank you for listening, everyone, today, and we will see you next week.
Yep. And y'all go give us a follow on or a like on our Facebook page, Unraveled Coaching and Retreats. And then join us next Friday for our next episode.
Find us on Mighty Networks too if you're viewing this somewhere else.
Yep. Bye, you guys.
Bye.